It has been a week, y'all. So I'm gonna find it necessary this week to explain each day. And I actually made myself notes because I was starting to lose track of everything. Put something on my glasses. Starting to lose track of everything as my plans for the week changed. So last week we left off with the Every Bit Counts challenge. I had done a hodgepodge of freeze drying with baby tomatoes, zucchini, peppers, stuff like that. I had canned chicken broth, freeze dried green beans, made dill pickles, made spaghetti sauce, and when I left off in the last video, I was starting basil in the freeze dryer. So that was August 5th. So August 6th, the basil came out. That was my item for that day. Basil came out. That is here. It actually only made to like right here, but I'll get back to that in a moment. That was Sunday of last week. Okay, Monday, August 7th is where it all started to fall apart. This was the first week back to school for my kids. And you know, if you have kids that go away to school, you have plans. You've got things that you do before they go back that you kind of crunch in, and then you have things that you like put off until they're back. And so this week was supposed to be kids back in school, get a lot of gardening, get a lot of preservation, all this stuff done. The only day this week I thought would be off would be Tuesday. My husband works in university. There was a ribbon cutting ceremony for his new building. It was a big deal. We've planned on it forever. And I knew Tuesday would be a harder day. So I had planned easier food preservation for Tuesday. So here's what happened on Monday, August 7th, first day of school. Send the kids off to school. I'm here. I'm doing some cooking, some photographing of stuff because I'm putting together a summer produce like idea book, recipe book for you guys. I start to get the jalapenos out to do cowboy candy or candied jalapenos. And it's like noon and I get this automated call from the district. Come get your kids from school. It's good to everybody, not me. Come get your kids from school. There's a storm system about to come through. I left here, it was fairly sunny. Little breeze starting to pick up. Took me 2 hours. Sorry, I think the neighbors just shot at geese. That threw me off. Took me 2 hours round trip to get my girls from school and back because by the time I got to the school, the weather was just starting. And then it was crazy, which made the pickup line crazy, and getting home was crazy. And when I got home, so not only was my day shot, my afternoon canning time, but when I got home, the power was out. So the only thing I could have done is canning on the stove, because I do have a propane stove, but my water didn't run because we're on a well and you need electricity for the well pump. So Monday, I did not get any food preservation done. I did double up a different day, so I still got 7 things done. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things done this week. So I did still get something that would be like a little bit of every day, but just that, spoiler alert, Monday, I got nothing done. Monday night, we get a call. This storm has really hurt us here in East Tennessee. I think a tornado actually touched down in Knoxville. We get a call on Monday night, no school Tuesday. There's trees down all over, like a quarter of the county was out of power. We're like not sure if the schools have power. We're not sure if the roads are gonna be clear. So they just called school off. I have never started a school year using our stockpile days in the summer and in the first week of school. This has been hilarious and frustrating at the same time. Tuesday we had that ribbon cutting I was telling you about. It was actually beautiful weather on Tuesday. But there was all the cleanup to go on. So we did still have the ribbon cutting. And so I had planned on Tuesday to do freeze drying more herbs. And I did that. So I did 2 trays of cilantro, 1 tray more of basil. So that added up to that one. This is my 2 trays of cilantro. This is parsley, 1 tray of parsley. And then let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, my 5th tray was split. I had mint, a little bit of mint for my front pots, and a little bit of dill. This was not something I grew. It's too hot to grow dill right now, so this is stuff I had bought to make my dill pickles, and I didn't use the whole package, and I didn't want it to go to waste. I had already made another recipe with it, so I decided to freeze dry it and check on that. So that was the freeze drying for that Tuesday. I put all 5 of those in. Wednesday, August 9th. This was the first full day of school of the week. I went and did the candied jalapenos. So I think I have 5. I use small amounts at a time, so I make the small jars of these. Yeah, I've got 5 of these little 4-ounce jars of the cowboy candy. I did also film a day in the life of the semi-homestead working mom that day, so I think I'm posting that Monday or sometime next week. You can see me making those in that video coming out soon. So in addition to the cowboy candy, on Wednesday I picked up bacon from an Amish place about an hour from here. I couldn't go to the pickup time, but my friend did, and she picked me up a package of it. It's this big old box of 10 pounds of Amish bacon. That was really cool. I put 1 pound in here, but 9 pounds I froze individually. I put them in individual freezer sealed bags, like vacuum sealed, put in the deep freezer. So I put some bacon away in the freezer too. So that was actually 2 things Wednesday. I forgot to mention on Tuesday, after the freeze-dried things, I was making sloppy joes for dinner that night. I'm in this weird time. My son is a freshman at university, and I am used to preparing a lot of extra food. So I was making sloppy joes that night, and I realized partway through that I was making too much. I have not gotten used to yet cutting down that amount. And so I took 1 jar of the ground beef out before I added the sauce and canned that. So I had freeze-dried herbs and one quart or 1 pint of ground beef that day. And that's like grass-fed good beef too. So then Wednesday was a cowboy candy, the bacon. Thursday, August 10th. Okay, so Wednesday night we get a phone call. There's another storm coming through. So this is the week that never ended, I swear. So school was gonna have a delayed start on Thursday. We went in an hour late. Doesn't sound like a lot, an hour, but when your time's already compressed between when you have to leave to pick up your kids and when you get home after dropping them off, that hour really cuts into it. I did still manage to get some diced tomatoes canned. I believe I have 6 pints. These are just plain diced tomatoes. If you saw my Instagram post, and Instagram is linked below with the tray, the white bucket of tomatoes, that's what these came from. I'm still cleaning up after that storm out there. We had a lot of damage to the house. When the power was out that Monday, we had like the porch ceiling pieces were scattered to the wild blue yonder. We're picking them up acres away. The cattle panels in the garden with the tomatoes on them had like come completely off and fallen flat in the ground. So we had to go tie those up. We're having to get the generator out because we didn't have electricity till 2 a.m. So I've been trying to get out there and fix all the storm damage. But these are what, from the very first row of tomatoes I picked. And from that picture, I canned just pints of just plain diced tomatoes. I use these instead of canned tomatoes in my recipes. I got more than I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pints of just plain diced tomatoes. I don't usually flavor them because I will flavor them when I cook with them. All right, so that was Thursday, August 10th. Friday, August 11th is the second full day of school out of the entire week from the first week of school, okay? So I got some peach hot sauce made. Ooh, some peach hot sauce made. I put 1 bottle in here. This is something I made up. It's with orange peach tomatoes, and I have sugar rush peach peppers. And so last year I grew both of those, and I love them both. And I was like, why don't I make a hot sauce with these and make it like a sweet hot sauce? So I picked up peaches at the store and actually added peaches to my orange peach tomatoes and my sugar rush peach peppers to make a peach hot sauce. And I canned that bottle. Well, that's not canned, it's just bottled straight in the fridge. I did 3.5 pints for us. That's all we need for the year. And then I also got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these little 4-ounce jars that I will use. I put, every Christmas I put together little baskets with baked goods and jelly and stuff like that we take to friends. And I thought some of my friends might like to try the peach hot sauce. So I have little ones for them for December. this morning, first thing I did was can some chicken. There was a deal on chicken at the store. I picked up 2 packages. I got 5 pints of the chicken. So, and that's just boneless, skinless breasts. So I did better than I thought I did this week between this. So yeah, freeze-dried herbs, bacon, 9 pounds of bacon in the deep freezer, jalapeno cowboy candy, ground beef, chicken, diced tomatoes, peach hot sauce. Another week down. If you're participating in the challenge, I would love to know. Let me know in the comments. I will see you guys next week.